Now, we've all been told since elementary school, don't judge a book by its cover. Used it many times, overused it probably in themes of, to come up with a theme that we don't know quite what the book is about in English. But I have to wonder, have we really taken that saying to heart? Or has it just faded away as we got older, came into high school, knew more about our world? Today, I'm going to tell you about a wake-up call I had this summer at the National Student Leadership Conference in Chicago, where I met different kids my age from all around the world, from different ethnic backgrounds, different experiences, and we all came together in one place to learn leadership skills and more about the world around us. And know that we're not the only people in this world that go through certain things. We all have common ground. I went to Chicago, and when I got there, I started meeting people that were in the same position as I was. We're nervous, we don't know anyone there, and we're facing 10 days away from our family. You can't be judgmental in that. You have to make some kind of friends, or you're not going to have anyone to hang out with. And the first person I met, his name was Jiran. I can barely say his name. He's from Nepal. He traveled further than anyone I know that came to that conference. Coming all the way from Nepal to the big city of Chicago, that's pretty amazing. Now, imagine a kid who is shy, doesn't talk to anyone for the first couple days. Okay, now imagine that same kid 10 days later on the night of our little social that we have, where it's just basically a big dance in a basement that was hot and crowded and a whole bunch of sweaty bodies rubbing up against each other, but we didn't care. We were all friends there by the end of those 10 days. And now picture this same kid, he's dancing, he's singing, and twerking. It was interesting. But no one cared. Now picture over 200 more kids in his same position that went through the same change, maybe in different ways, but it's still the same change. At this conference, I learned that first impressions aren't everything. You can have a first impression of someone, and after knowing them for a while, you learn that you can't judge them based on that. I'll tell you about someone I became best friends with by the end of those 10 days. Her name was Anam Siddiqui. She was actually from Illinois, and so she wasn't too far from home. Her parents lived, I think probably 30 minutes away. And she looked exactly like Selena Gomez. And she knew it too. She walked around like she owned the place. And she's usually the person that I try to avoid because I'm a lover, not a fighter. I didn't want to get into it with her. But after one of our leadership activities, she came right up to me and we struck up a conversation. I learned that she loves country rock music, she loves art, English, cross country, she loves to run. And we confessed to each other that we honestly didn't expect to become friends. And I thought it was interesting that she felt the same way about me that I did about her, but we were completely different than we expected. We had judged each other before we had even talked to each other. So in the end, I realized that we all found ourselves in the same positions. We all made valuable friendships that broke through the social walls of a typical high school. And I learned that you don't need to judge a book by its cover because you may be surprised what you find inside.